Hello, welcome to Twinkling Minds. In this video, we are going to discuss about finding the square root of a perfect square, which are not perfect squares. First, we will look at, and then we will discuss about what can be a perfect square. So, what is the value of square of a 1? If you square the number 1, what you will get 1 here. And if you do 2 square, value is 4, 3 square 9, 4 square 16, 5 square 25, 6 square 36, 7 square 49, 8 square 64, 9 square 81, and 10 square is 100. So if you look at, notice that what is there in the units position, that's one's position, 1 here, 4, 9, 6, again 5, 6, 9, 4, 1, 0. So 1, 4, 9, 6, 5, again it's in the reverse order, 6, 9, 4, 1 and 0. So that means if you square a number, then the units position, either you are going to, depending upon what you are squaring, units position will be 1496 5, again 69410, right? And that means if you have either 1 4 5 6 9 and 0 at units position of a number, then there is a possibility that that number is a perfect square, but it is not 100% guaranteed. For example, 625, what do we have at units or ones position? 5. So 5 is there in the list, so it's a perfect square. But what about 10? You have 0, right? Is it a perfect square? No. So if we have these numbers 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, 0, there is a probability that that number can be a perfect square, but not 100% sure. But if you have 2, 3, then 7, 8, then at units position, then this is not a perfect square. So if you see, for example, 232, what do you have here? 2 in the units position. This is not a perfect square. So that way you can eliminate those which are not perfect squares. But if you have these 6 digits, one of these 6 digits at units position, then it can be a perfect square. All right. Now let us look at this second table. I think if you remember these, you can easily find what is the square root value of a perfect square for smaller numbers. So let us look, what is this? What is 10 square? 100. What is 20 square? 400. Like that. 30 square is 900, 50 square is 2500, 80 square is 66,400 or 6400, 90 square is 8100, 8100. Okay. So that way, if we remember, we can easily solve the perfect squares by looking at them. So the process is going to be a little bit lengthy, but if you are get familiarized with this, if you are familiarized with this, then you can quickly calculate the square root values. So let us take couple of examples. Okay. First number, I'm going to try out 4,489. 4,489 square root. What is the value of this? So what do we have at units position? It's a 9. So 9 means what can be the square root? Either 3 or 7. 3 or 7. Now we will see where this 4,489 is going to fit. Let us look at the second table. Where this is going to fit between 60 square and 70 square, right? 4,489 is going to be between 3,600 and 4,900, right? So where this is going to sit between 60 square, which is 3,600, and 70 square, which is 4,900. So your lower end is 60 square, higher end is 70 square. This 4,489 is closer to which of these two? This is closer to 4,900. So this particular square root value will be not towards 60, but it will be towards 70 square. That means, so do we need to consider 3 or 7? Since it is closer to the upper limit, we will consider 7. So your units position for this will be 7. And what is the lower limit for this? 60. So 60 plus 7, it is 67. So square root value of 4,489 is 67. Now let us look at another number. 6,724 square root of 6,724. So now we will see where it is. We will see where is the 6,724. That is between 80 square and 90 square. 80 square is 6,400. 90 square is 8,100, 8,100, and this is closer to what? 6,724 is closer to the lower end, that is 6,400. So, and so remember that. We will go back. Okay. Now, for what is there in units position? It's 4, right? So what do we have for 4? Either 2 or 8 in units position. But 6,724 is in between 80 and 90, but closer to what? 80. So our units position for square root is 2. Then what is the lower limit? 80. Add 80 plus 2. This is 82. Square root value of 6,724 is 82. See How simple it is, isn't it? All right. So what did we do? First, we considered the units position from this table. We figured out what are the two possible square root values at units position. So here it is either 3 or 7 for 4489. Now in the table, it lies between 60 square and 70 square and closer to the 70 square. So we consider 7 in between 3 and 7. It's closer to the upper limit, so we consider 7. Then add this to the lower limit, 60. So 67 is the square root. That's so simple. Now let us look at a little bigger number, because these are smaller numbers you can, but bigger numbers it's very difficult to remember what are those. So how we are going to quickly do it, I'm going to just touch upon that, which will help you in figuring it out, how to find a perfect square for other numbers. Let us take 68,644. 68,644 is the number. Now what is there in units position? It's 4. So what do we have here? So either it can be 2 or it can be 8, right? 2 or 8. So where it is this lying? I don't know. So let us see, what is 100 square? 10,000. What is 200 square? 2 2s are 4, so it's 40,000. And what is 300 square? It's 90,000. So our number 68,644 lies between 40,000 and 90,000. That means between somewhere 200 and 300. So square root value of this lies somewhere between 200 and 300. So from the feel, I have feel from the look, it is above 60,000. So let us see what will be the value of 250 square. So it's basically 625 625 so 62,500. So our square root is somewhere above 250 but closer to 250. So let us look at 260 square. What's the value here? So let us split this 26 square into 10 square. I'm just making it easier. Now 26 square, can I write 20 plus 6 whole square? Right? What is this? A plus b whole square. So a square, that is 20 square, plus b square, that is 6 square, plus 2 into a into b, that is 20 into 6. This is 436 plus it is 240 here. So 400 plus 36 plus 240, it's 276. So it's 626. Then 10 square is 100, that is 2 zeros here. So your value is 67,600. So which is very closer. That means the value of the square root is closer to 260, that is lower limit. So we between 2 and 8 we take 2. Why we are saying is that, okay, next number is 270 square. What is the value of 270 square? If you do in the same way 27 square into 10 square, it will be 72,900, which I already did. So just I'm writing it here, 72,900. So this 68 is closer to 67,600 than 72,900. So it's closer to 7 to this number, so lower one we'll take and add to 60 to 8. So your square root value for this particular 62,644 is 262. This is how we are going to find square root values of perfect squares. And if you want to really understand how the square root values are going to be calculated, or look at my other video which I have already done earlier to find out the square root value of any number, perfect, imperfect, decimal, whatever it is. So you can look at that video for more understanding. Okay, that's all for today from my side. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe to my channel for more videos. Have a good day. Bye bye.